Hi, I'm Angela from 𝗦𝗢𝗡𝗪𝗡𝗥𝗠𝗅𝗏𝗏 and I make healing crystal jewellery. Today I'm going to be doing a crystal grid for health using all of these crystals. If that's the type of thing you like to see and you're watching me on YouTube, please do pop me a like and subscribe. I'm very new and I'm trying to grow. That would be greatly appreciated. So the first thing, I'll go through the crystals I'm going to be using. So the one that I want to use in the center is fluorite, and that is because it is said to heal at a DNA level, so you can't get more healing than that. And as you can see, this is mainly green with a bit of purple, and green is a very healing color as well. So we're going to have that as the center. I've also got turquoise amethyst, quartz, selenite, but we'll go through all that soon. But what I want to do first is I have some sage and I want to clear the energy of this area first with a bit of sage, and just smoke this slightly, and then we're just going to clear this energy and this space to make it sacred with sage. So that's clearing that beautifully. Okay, so right, I'm just going to have that burning in my little shell. It's all safe, so we've got it in a nice little shell. I'm just going to have that burning to the corner so we keep the healing energy, but I'm here and it's not going to be unattended. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to be using is a master healer, and that is raw turquoise. So we're going to have 3 of those around the outside. So the second thing I'm going to use, which is a second master healer, is clear quartz. Now these are all terminated, so these are the points. As you can see, they've all got a point on them, and we're trying to bring us good health, but I'm putting these pointing outwards because we're also trying to ward off disease. So this is pushing the energy, any energy from ill health. So I'm putting all the points outwards to push away any ill health and disease. These are going to be pointing outwards. So that's the beginning of the crystal grid. Now I've also bringing some sort of pagan Wiccan energy in here and bringing some healing herbs. So this is the sort of thing that you would use for spells. So I've got lavender flowers, all freshly picked from the garden, and some lovely rosemary, freshly picked from my garden about 30 minutes ago. So I'm going to add these energies. They're both used in healing spells, so it's healing energies that I'm adding through plants, and plants have great energies to add to a crystal grid, so it's well worth including them. So I'm putting rosemary and lavender added into this crystal grid. Now the next crystal that I want to add is amethyst, and although it's not a master healer, it is very healing for muscles and pain. So if you've got any disease which has some element of pain, include the amethyst into your crystal grid and it will help. So as we want to have the healing energies of the crystals come to us to help with our pain, I'm going to point that inwards towards the fluorite today. So we'll pop these. So all the points, they're all terminated amethyst. So spread these out nicely. And the final crystal I've got is selenite. And the selenite is cleansing. So this is to cleanse any negative energy, any blocks that is causing pain and disease in our body. So I'm going to put all this around the outside, and this is also going to have the effect that it's going to keep this crystal grid energy cleansed and high vibration. So these are all going to be popped around the outside. One there, and I'll have another one. No, I think actually I'm going to swap that one for that one. Just think it's a nicer energy, that one. Okay, so we've got our crystal grid. So that's pretty much how I'm going to want the grid. So I'm just going to have a little bit more sage to cleanse the energy. So we just make sure, now we've put this in, we're going to use the sage just to cleanse the energy nicely. Okay, so we've got that cleansing, and the next thing I'm going to do is to empower the grid. Now you've got a few options for this. Personally, I would sit here and actually attune it to Reiki. And also when I do this, if you're doing this with me and you're creating this grid with me, I'm going to attune this to Reiki now, empower it with Reiki, but I'll attune your grid as well. So I'm empowering this with Reiki. I'm a Reiki master, so I can do this, but I can also turn my hands and I can empower your grid too. So if you're sitting there and you're making the grid with me, this is empowering your grid as well with Reiki. Now, if you're more traditional, I have a nice quartz wand, and what you can do is draw energies in and out of what way you want the crystals. So you've got this fluorite, which is the center, and you can draw the energy out through the quartz, and then you can join these three healing energies of the turquoise, they're a master healer, up, and then you can join these all up. I just touch them very lightly with the wand, and then you can draw the energy in from the quartz into the center, and then the cleansing energy, just create a circle around, and then that is activated. So we have our crystal grid already inactivated for health. So this is including the crystals, our lovely pagan herbal energies, and also a bit of Reiki, or the quartz activation, whichever one you wish. You can also use activation oils using health magical oils such as lavender and rosemary essential oils, or eucalyptus, and you can dot and dress all the crystals. That will help in activation. And now this is activated, you can also use it for your pieces of jewellery. So I would be putting my rose quartz, my blue quartz, which is for healing, in the centre to suck up all that nice healing energy, and I'd leave that there for a couple of days, and I'd be wearing that to help imbue a healing energy when I wear that after a couple of days it's been sat in the circle. So, but it can just sit there as well, but it's great for charging up your jewellery, so I just thought I'd mention that. So I hope you enjoyed that, and if this is the type of thing that you like to see, please do pop over to the like and subscribe button. If you're on YouTube, I'm very new and trying to grow. And also, if you want to pick up any of these crystals, you can pop over to my website and pick up any crystals. I have lots of crystal jewellery for sale. And thanks very much for watching. I'll see you next time.